What's up, guys? Are the Chicago Bears still looking to replace Cairo Santos? If so, a new potential kicker option might be on the market. Younghoe Koo, who has been one of the most consistent kickers in the NFL since 2019, is entering his seventh season as the Falcons' starting kicker, but he's coming off his worst season in the NFL. The Bears, meanwhile, have Cairo Santos, who, after bouncing around the NFL and being cut by seven different teams, finally found a home in Chicago, and he's been consistent over the last few years, but he lacks the range of elite kickers across the league. Last year was Cairo's worst season as a full time starter, and he seems to have fallen out of favor in the new coaching staff. We've already signed Jake Moody to the practice squad, signaling that the Bears are not happy with Cairo, but a new option might be available. Former Pro Bowler Younghoe Koo, who's been one of the best in the NFL for at least half a decade. Before I get into the video, though, I want to remind people to hit that like button for me. It helps out with the algorithm. Also, leave a comment below and let me know how you feel about this kicking situation. I also want to thank the sponsor of the video, Profit X, America's #1 sports prediction market. Stop going against the house. Play against other users where the odds aren't stacked against you. Sign up today, use promo code SWIFT, and you can get up to $200 in profit cash as a bonus. What are you waiting for? Sign up today. Terms and conditions apply. But Younghoe Koo is a kicker that I've liked ever since he burst onto the scene in 2019. After spending 2 years out of the NFL, he would land an audition for the Falcons and hit 23 of 26 field goals, taking over the starting job and not looking back. In year two, he hit 37 of 39 with a long of 54 yards, and he made his first Pro Bowl. Koo would go on to hit 85% of his kicks for 5 straight seasons in Atlanta, and he was widely regarded as one of the best kickers in the league. But last year was a bit different. While his range has increased, he's hit at least one 54-yard field goal in 5 straight years, and last year he hit a 58-yard bomb. He finished 24 of 35 for just 73.5%. Suddenly, Koo didn't seem so elite anymore, but it's just 1 year that he struggled. This year, he started by hitting 2 of 3 field goals in week one, and the Falcons decided to bench the longtime kicker heading into week two. As of right now, he has not been cut, but rumors are the Falcons are probably going to cut him. They've already moved on and named John Parker Romo the starting kicker. He went 5 for 5 on Sunday Night Football, and from all appearances, it seems like he's the new starter. Not only did he go 5 for 5 on Sunday night, but he also hit a 54-yarder. Parker's 28 years old, and like a lot of kickers in the NFL, they bounce around a little bit before finally finding a home. And that's one thing I was trying to tell people about Jake Moody. Parker didn't get his first opportunity until he was 27, and he filled in for the Vikings last year, going 11 for 12, but now he looks like the Falcons' new kicker. This most likely means they will release Younghoe Koo. This would lead to a $5.5 million dead cap hit for the Falcons, so they're most likely trying to trade Koo before releasing him. But kickers don't get traded too often, especially ones that have been struggling. But Koo's Pro Bowl pedigree could make him enticing around the league, though. However, with his recent struggles, some might be hesitant about bringing him into Chicago. I mean, if you can't kick in a dome, how are you going to be able to kick at Soldier Field? But Koo has been one of the NFL's best, and he still wasn't awful in 2024. He could easily rebound and get back to his Pro Bowl level of play. And right now, the Bears' kicking situation is a mess. Cairo has been consistent for the last 5 years, and he's been a really good kicker for the Bears. But he's now 34 years old. His leg isn't getting any stronger, and he also struggled a bit last year, hitting his lowest field goal percentage since 2017. And with Cairo also now having issues on kickoffs and the fact that he lacks range over 52 yards, the Bears might be looking to move on here. I believe they want a big-legged kicker, which is why they signed Jake Moody to the practice squad. Koo's leg might not be quite as strong as Moody's, but he's a guy who can consistently hit from about 55 yards out, and he hit a 58-yarder last year. He has a strong leg and a career 85.8% accuracy. Not only does that destroy Jake Moody, but Younghoe Koo's career accuracy is actually higher than Cairo's. He's got a stronger leg, he's younger, and he can kick from deeper than Cairo. So if the Falcons do release Koo, he's a guy I would be extremely interested in. Now, the Falcons are probably trying to trade him, but most likely he's going to be released. He's already lost his job, and right now he's just taking up a roster spot. Right now, we have Jake Moody and Cairo Santos. But Koo has been more consistent than both of them, and he has a huge leg. But on top of that, he's also been more accurate from 50 plus yards. I would love to bring in Younghoe Koo. This is a guy who could potentially be a major upgrade at the kicking position. He has encountered some recent struggles, however, nowhere near as bad as Jake Moody. The only question I have for Koo is how would he handle the wins in Soldier Field? And that's a question that right now nobody really knows. But I would be a big fan of this move. Stay tuned. Let me know in the comments what you'd think about it. I have a ton more content on the way. Please remember to hit that like button for me. And until next time, bear down.